Igbo mụ na-ege ntị anyị ekene unu ọzọ n'ụbọchị uhuruchi nke taa. Anyị si ka nke onye chiri ya zelu dịka o si dị ya bụ Eastern News 24 ka anyị si wee wetara ya bụ ozi unu je gị n'ugbu a n'iru akwụkwọ unu na n'iru akwụkwọ onye na-afụ n'ọkwọ bụ nna nwoke Steven bụ Biafran activist in Finland. Yawa bụkwa onye na-wetara anyị update. O si na one of the people na-wetara anyị update concerning what is happening in Finland on Mazi Simon Ekpa. All right, already 4 minutes expose as in Machokunuge. Ya okpu yeri ife zoro ezo n'obodo a. Ife a niile zoro ezo nwanne anyị nwoke tọsaga ya n'iru akwụkwọ. Dịka ihe ga ya bụ ife tọọ ntị na ana maka na ofu problem anyị nwere n'obodo a bụ ofu ndị bụ problem anyị nwere n'obodo a, and ọ bụ na ya chọpụtahụ ndị ahụ o nwere emekọta ka ife dị mma. Gee ntị n'ihe o ji maka ya wee bịa n'iru akwụkwọ n'ụbọchị nke taa. Dịka ihe ga ya bụ ife lụchasịa ntị gị ike ị ga-esia ya igwa ife iche n'ụdị nke gị gbasara maka ya bụ ife ndị a niile. All right, over to you.
Yes, good morning to you all. Brothers and sisters, I'm here to tell you one thing, that you must be very focused and we must be very resilient to what we are fighting for. Our freedom is not negotiable. It is either we get this freedom or we all perish in the cause of fighting for our freedom. Freedom is not negotiated. Freedom is being gotten by force. Like your president will always say, grab it, snatch it, run with it. And that is what we are here to do. The global index of terrorism in the world is out, 2024. Nigeria ranks to be the third most worst country on global index of terrorism. Now, as well, the most corrupt president in the world came out as well in 2024. Bola Ahmed Tinubu is number 3rd. While Kenyan President Ruto is the 2nd. This has confirmed that Biafrans are heading home. We can no longer be in a terrorist nation. We cannot be called terrorists under the administration of Tinubu. Tinubu came through the back door as a president. You cannot steal my vehicle, paint it, after painting it and, fixing the vehicle to your standard and brings it to me and expect me to have a handshake with you. You still remain a thief before me. You still remain a criminal before every other person. So this is who Tinubu is. Tinubu is a thief, he's a criminal, he's a terrorist, and Tinubu is a drug lord. Yes, he is. And I don't have any regret saying this. This is who he is, and this is who he is. Now, the Chief of Army Staff, General Christopher Musa, I see him as a very intelligent man. He is indeed. But what he's fighting is bigger than him. What this man is fighting is actually bigger than him. One is this. They will use you, and after using you, they will dump you. Be careful on how you approach the matters of Biafra. Remove your soldiers from our land. Our land is now a sovereignty. Biafran nation is a sovereignty. Now, let me tell you one thing that you people don't know, Biafrans. I didn't want to say this before. Do you know that Tinubu and his cohort brought a petition against our Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa? And when they were being pressurized to bring up the, what is it called, to bring up evidence to come and prove their case in Finland, they removed terrorism. And they said it's cyber incitement. And when that cyber incitement was looked into and they said, okay, bring evidence, they said they are going to produce evidence in 5 months' time. That is why they can sit comfortably in Nigeria and tell you that Ekpa's trial will start in March. Or in May, whichever time they called it. Because that time frame was what they gave. They don't have any evidence to provide. And as we speak today, most of the band that they granted on Ekpa or they gave to Ekpa has been lifted. Most of them has been lifted. Most of the band has been lifted. Most, not all, until the investigation is over. So Musa should be careful because what you are fighting is bigger than you. I saw you the other day on, what is it called, Zero, when they were asking you if your military is corrupt. You said no, your military is not corrupt. And they said, okay, the genocide that is happening in Nigeria, what can you tell about it? If the ICC or if the UN calls you to come and defend your country, can you come? You said yes, but you people failed to come to Finland, which means what you are doing, you don't even understand what you are doing. Nigeria is a very corrupt country, a worst country as we speak. It is better you resign quietly and resign with your dignity and your honor, so that your respect will be there. If not, they will rubbish you. I know what I'm saying. Nigeria is not a country that you can fight for. Nigeria has been overrun with terrorist people. Immediately Buhari came into power, Buhari made that place ungovernable. Buhari made all the military to be overrun with terrorist individuals. That's why you can see them arrest terrorists, arrest Boko Haram, put them in prison. The next morning they will bring them out. They will say they are repented terrorists and give them firearms, and they will go to the southeast. That is the problem you, General Christopher Musa, is facing. Because truth be told, I went through your profiles and I saw maybe you don't even know what is happening in Nigeria. Mr. General Christopher Musa, please advise this criminal president, this thief that calls himself a president, Tinubu, to remove his soldiers from our land. I was very surprised when Tinubu was going to Enugu State that the whole roadblocks was removed. I don't know that that could happen. So tell him that those roadblocks that was removed should not return back there. And that is our plead. We are pleading now that it should not stay there again, because the Anambra State governor said he's leaving 10 million bounty on Biafran soldiers. Though I heard that, and I don't know if that is true, but from what we are seeing, from what I am seeing, if that is true, then Soludo should be very careful. Soludo should be very careful. There are criminals attacking and fighting our brothers and killing our brothers. You didn't put bounty on them. You are putting bounty, 10 million naira bounty on indigenous people of Biafran soldiers. You are not serious. And we are warning you, please, desist from it. If this continues, Soludo has us to contend with. Thank you.
Terrorism has ranked Nigeria as the third most terrorized country in the world and number one in Africa, only after Iraq and Afghanistan. The ranking plays the impact.
The by Guadalupe Neno, no chief of staff who the Rakuko, because human rights abuse, Nigerians, the Degala Kuko, and kind of petition to Umbowa. Pastor Makaya Bifene men obodo di chiche, especially Eastern region. Kifi were you Pastor Makaya bo chief of staff of Nigeria reply to the task and to the questioning. Ndembo wana ajua. Gini kiwali kuno dinkegi. Drop ora yana Eastern 24 baba iswene utari nyabozia. Jokemba.